Hello and welcome to our next lesson. In this video, we're going to go ahead and do some text alignment and some block quoting to see some differences in how we can change some of the places where our text is rendered, as well as just some of the styles, so we can see very easily how we can make quotes and make them very easily human readable. So we're going to get align text starter.html just download that and then use that. Let's go ahead and open it in an Expression Web, and then we'll just save it as, so that we don't actually overwrite the original align text block quote or something like that. Save that, and then what we can do is we can see down here it's going to render, but let's make sure that we can see it in our page as well. So I'm just going to align text block quote .html. So there it is. And all right, so first thing we want to do is align text to the left very easily. We can just say class equals text align left or text dash left. And you're going to be able to pick up on this really quickly. Class equals text dash center. And here you'll see class equals text dash right. And justified, we'll just say class equals text justified. Now when we see that render, it actually won't look very different, but that's okay. It's justified. So I'll save this and watch these down here in this rendered view as I save this. You can see that it does slide over, and it's justified down there. And if we actually look at it on our page, it's also rendering the way we would expect. So that's how we can quickly align some paragraph tags to move them around on the page if we decide to. Probably a better use would be using, push or pull, or just rendering different columns and then just putting them in the right column. But this is one way you could do it, should you so desire. Now, let's look at the quotes. So I have two quotes here, one from Albert Einstein and one from Thomas Jefferson. And the reason I wanted to do this was just to have some cool stuff on the page that we could easily see. And if you're reading this, you see, well, they're kind of stacked on top of each other. There's no real segregation between who said what and what said. The text is exactly the same. So what we can do in Bootstrap is we can use block quotes, and we can have those block quotes very easily render our page. Or render on our page to make it look very easily readable for our specific quotes. So let's go ahead and start out by just wrapping both of these in a block quote. And that will give us a look that we can see here. We'll go ahead and you can see that now the text that's the quote is actually separated. But we still have whoever said it is kind of generic, regular text and not really associated with that block quote. So let's go ahead and put them inside of the block quote. We'll just grab this code, just Control Exit, and then we will say footer, and place the person that said that inside the footer. And we'll do the same thing here. We'll hit Control X again. Footer. And now we can save that. And now you can see very easily those two block quotes look very nice. They're easily readable by the human. The quote is actually emphasized. The person who said it is kind of muted. And so you can see that difference there. But one thing is they're both left aligned, and I just want to show you one more class where we can actually reverse the quote in case for some reason you wanted it to be an attribution tag or something like that. What you could do here is say, on this block quote that's going to be the Thomas Jefferson one, we'll just apply a class, block quote reverse. Thank goodness for the editor. It makes it so much easier. And there you can see it just reverses the direction of the quote. It puts the bar on the right-hand side. You can barely see the bar here in my rendering, but there is a bar on the left-hand side if you're looking at this on your page. Hopefully you can see that. And now you can see that the attribution is reversed here on this page. And that wraps up our look at aligning text and using some block quotes. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.